Hi, I am Tarit Mato. In the last video, we had seen the various aspects of color: primary, secondary, and tertiary colors, tints, tones, and shades, and various color schemes. Now that was the theory. Today we'll do some practical. We'll mix basic colors to make a color wheel using watercolors. It is good to know that all the paints come in minimum two variety. One is artist variety and the other is student variety. The artist variety is much more vibrant, they contain more pigments, and the student variety contain less pigments and more of filler. So for achieving a vibrant color, student quality doesn't give good result and you need a lot of paint, whereas artist quality paint gives you much better result, though of course there is a lot of difference in the cost. Artist quality paint at times costs almost double or even much more than that of student variety, but I feel it is worth it. First of all, it gives you a better result, and if you do not get good result, at times you are discouraged. So initially itself, if you are discouraged, you would never like to pick up paintbrush again. So in the beginning itself, it is better to invest in some good quality colors and brushes as well as the pad. So today for this work, if you see here, out of the 12, I've taken out 6 of them, and I'll also be using black. White also I'll keep out, but for watercolor, white is generally never mixed or never used, not used much, except for some very special applications of highlights. Okay, we discussed about cool and warm colors, if you recollect. In the nature, we hardly get pure basic yellow, basic red, or basic blue. We have some a little bit of tinge of orange or cool bluish. The closest to the basic color, basic yellow here we have got here is Gambas hue, which is close to, I think, cadmium yellow. So I'll put, this is the warm yellow, and we have a cool yellow. This is lemon yellow. This is slightly bluish. You can check the shades. Then in blue, we have warm blue, cobalt blue hue, and we have slightly cool blue, Prussian blue. Though I'll be using only the warm versions of yellow and blue, and we have warm red, scarlet lake, and crimson lake. Crimson is more bluish. I'll leave this also aside for this exercise. I'll take out some red, some blue, and some yellow. Now it comes. A little bit of water so that it can be applied nicely. While I apply the basic colors straight out of the tube after mixing some little bit of water, I must emphasize once again that understanding the basics is very important. Many people say that if you practice more, you'll become perfect. But you must know one thing: practice doesn't make things perfect, but it makes things permanent. So if you practice wrong things, it will be ingrained into you. So start with what is right way and practice the right way. Okay, now these are the primary colors: yellow, red, and blue. Now let's get the secondary. If we mix yellow and red, we should be getting orange. So we have red here. Take some amount of red, picked up some amount of yellow, and we got orange. Now let's mix blue and yellow. We have blue here. We'll take a little bit of yellow. We've got a cool shade of green. Next is red and blue. So red is already there. We get some cool purple. Now let's get the tertiary colors. We have red, purple here. If we add some more blue to it, we get blue purple. Now with the purple, if we make some more red, we get red purple. With the red, if we mix some orange, we get some red orange. To orange, if we mix some yellow, to the green, if we add yellow, and if we add more blue to the green, we get blue green. So this completes our color wheel comprising of the primary colors, secondary colors and the tertiary colors. Now here in the inner circle, I have mixed a little water to dilute the paint and get a tint. In case of acrylic or oil, you will add white. In my next video, I'll talk about the various painting mediums like watercolor, acrylic or oil and discuss their various advantages and disadvantages, and it will definitely help you choosing the right medium suitable for you. It is not necessary that you paint in only one medium, you can choose multiple in fact. I would suggest that if you are new to colors, you must mix the primary colors to get the secondary and tertiary colors and draw a color wheel with whatever colors you have, whether it is watercolor, acrylic or oil. You will realize in each case the results will be different. Moreover, if you are using only cool colors, the results will be different. If you are using only warm colors, the results will be different, and you mix them, the results will be totally again different. You will realize that the colors you get by mixing is not exactly what you expect, and at times because the ratios what you have used of the colors you have mixed is different. It's really fun and you will discover new colors. You will definitely get to know which colors are easy to mix and which are not. So you will get an idea as to which color it is better to buy a separate tube like purple or pink. For the outer circle, I mixed a little black to make shades of the colors. I did the same exercise with acrylic also, though it doesn't look very tidy, but I learnt a lot about color mixing in the process.
अच्छा नमस्ते.
Thank you for watching the video. Please try it out. I'm sure you will learn a lot about colors by making a color wheel. Thank you once again.